our planning and development and knowledge generation is within a given political system. We need to understand that in order to be able to achieve the change we want to make.
My name is Marion Rono, and I'm the Director of Housing at Nairobi County, where I'm in charge of housing and urban renewal.
My name is Michelle Koyaro. I work with Slum International Kenya as an urban planner.
Today has been a wonderful day when we were looking at research findings of the African Cities Research Consortium. And today we've been able to hear what findings that the team has collected in terms of housing in Nairobi and also in terms of security. And I think what we've seen today is findings that can actually be able to inform policy, even in terms that we as government will take, and especially in the area of housing.
Today's workshop has been very, very fruitful in that we have had quite a lot of stakeholders coming just to hear from the safety and security domain and the housing domain and their progress and their identified priority complex problems. And from here, we have been able to help in redefining the PCPs that were already identified, and even as a way forward, we look forward to now the domains now refining the PCPs so that they can conform to the realities on the ground and so that they can be implementable once we move to the implementation phase.
PCP number one, on the high incidence of renting, and the need to have it onboarded in a housing agenda in a more critical form is, I think, as you know, there is need to bring sharper focus to what it means for safe, decent, affordable, socioeconomically balanced rental housing options.
The researchers have actually told us that one of the things, which I think was just a confirmation, is that 90.7% of the people in Nairobi are actually tenants. So even as we think about housing, it's also critical that we also think about rental housing. And secondly, I think even from the discussions that we had, a lot of people have talked about social housing. So I think it's actually important that we start seeing how we can have support to government to even be able to do social rental housing, because even as we have discussed today, I think one of the things we have all agreed is that you don't really, it's not a must that we all own. What is critical is that the people of Nairobi need to live in dignity. That is actually one of the key things that we need to start seeing how that can be an issue of dignity. And you can actually live in dignity even if you're in a rental house. And I think even for the private sector who can be able to invest in social housing, I think that would be key because that would actually even be able to ensure that the numbers are actually achieved, the numbers that the government is targeting.
As a way forward, we as the stakeholders have committed to actually continue working with these domains in order now to come up with implementable priority complex problems that can now even inform a project or even contribute towards the projects that are currently ongoing, so that now they can address the challenges that the community faces. I want to thank the stakeholders and also the community who have been here, and we look forward to now seeing this research move into action. Thank you.